Your first choice for news on North Mississippi CW4 starts now.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for starting your day with us here on the CW4 at 7. It's Tuesday. Alex Puckett is back.
I am.
Where's he been hiding?
Y'all came and found me.
We did.
I was running away and they found me.
He did.
I can't leave.
We found him at the Alabama-Mississippi state line, making a break for it.
The thing to note here is you can't hide from Renee and Scott.
No.
They'll get you.
No.
This is
There's
true.
no way to hide.
You're also going to find some wet roads this morning if you step out the door.
In some spots, but things are really rapidly improving because we've got the sun out. We're going to have a
nice.
dry day, so really already for the most part, the roadway's starting to get a little bit better out there. So some good news there. But we do bring rain back into the forecast this weekend.
Tisk, tisk.
Yeah.
I don't
We'll
like
let
it.
We'll let you talk about that later.
All right.
Don't kill our good mood.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks, Alex. Well, a night out in Oktibbeha County leaves a Smithville man with more than a hangover and a bar tab. On Saturday night, the Oktibbeha County Sheriff's Department responded to an assault call in the Highlands Plantation community near Starkville. The deputies there attempted to arrest Peyton Horn of Smithville. Horn reportedly tried to assault one of the officers. Horn is charged with public drunkenness, resisting arrest, and simple assault on a police officer. His bond has been set at $11,000. The good news, the officer was not seriously injured. Also in Oktibbeha County, deputies need your help in a domestic violence case. Sean Michael Sanders is wanted for possession of a weapon by a felon, as well as domestic violence aggravated assault. The Starkville resident was last seen around noon yesterday in the area of Wood Street wearing a blue flannel shirt and jeans. Well, Sanders is said to be around 5'7" and weighs 135 pounds. Police say he has brown hair, brown eyes, and multiple tattoos. Anyone with information should call Golden Triangle Crime Stoppers or 911.
Moving to Tupelo now, police need your help finding a credit card thief. The suspect reportedly broke into a car at the Calvary Baptist Church on West Main Street in Tupelo. Later, cameras caught the thief using the victim's credit card at Kroger. Anyone with information on this crime should call Crime Stoppers at the number you see at the bottom of your screen.
Another Monroe County drug bust lands 4 Nettleton natives in jail this past weekend. On Friday, deputies arrested Cody Cruz, Gregory Dameron, Christy Tate, and Donald Ward on several drug charges. Well, Cruz and Dameron were booked on possession of a controlled substance with intent charges, while Tate and Ward just faced those possession charges. The arrests were made on Cason Road in Nettleton. Bond has not been set for any of the 4 suspects.
An update now on a story we've been following. An Oktibbeha County teen is safe. Andre Rice left home voluntarily last week. He was located in the Jackson area on Sunday. The Oktibbeha County Sheriff's Department asked people to help locate the teen. Local support and tips helped in this case. The Sheriff's Department thanks the community for their help.
Well, a wild story in the Tupelo area. A suspect who led law officers on a chase before being shot by a sheriff's deputy is recovering.
That's right. WCBI's Allie Martin talked with eyewitnesses along a quiet Itawamba County road that was anything but peaceful Sunday night.
Tim Hubbard was watching television in his Murphy Road home Sunday evening when he heard the sound of a car's engine revving up outside and went to investigate.
He was down in the pasture cutting donuts.
The longtime Itawamba County resident says things intensified when the driver of the black Jeep, identified by law officers as 27-year-old Daniel Klaus, led a female passenger out of his vehicle and continued his erratic and dangerous driving. Tire tracks show where the Jeep came into Hubbard's yard, then onto the property of his son and daughter-in-law.
My daughter-in-law was on the porch here at her house, and she was hollering at him, we got children, and we got kids. And then that's when he came up in the yard, and I thought at that point in time he was going to run over my daughter-in-law because he was headed the vehicle headed right straight towards her porch.
By that time, Hubbard's son had emerged with a gun and shot out 2 tires on the Jeep. Another resident who lives along Murphy Road and saw everything says she's amazed nobody was hurt. Loretta Underwood says she is thankful a neighbor tried to stop it.
It doesn't happen out here. It's quiet, especially because a lot of people out here have weapons in their homes. I personally don't, and I'm so thankful that the authorities showed up as quickly as they did.
Law enforcement officers spotted Klaus, who sped off, leading police to Highway 371, where an Itawamba County Sheriff's deputy had blocked the road with his car. This video shows Klaus smashing the deputy's vehicle. Oh, no! Klaus got out of his Jeep and allegedly charged the deputy who shot him. The deputy, whose name is not being released, was not injured. The Lee County Sheriff's Department is leading that investigation since the chase ended there. The Mississippi Highway Patrol is assisting. In Itawamba County, I'm Allie Martin, WCBI News.
Now, Klaus underwent surgery at NMMC. We have no word yet on his condition. Time now to turn things over to our meteorologist, Alex Puckett. He has the latest on our morning forecast. Alex?
Thank you very much, Renee. Well, all the rain we dealt with last night pushing off to our south and east, mainly along and south of the I-20 corridor at this point. You can see some of those showers and thunderstorms still going through the Birmingham metro, Montgomery, and then back down to the south and west towards Baton Rouge, Louisiana. We're starting to clear out over our neck of the woods, so some sunshine moving in. This is the view from our Alpha Insurance Skycam here atop WCBI. Already clear skies across a good chunk of our area to start the day, so we're going to see the sunshine continue to creep on in. A little bit of a temperature range this morning across the area. 51 in the Friendly City, 50 in Macon, as well as Amory and West Point, 48 in Starkville. But you go a little bit further to the west than that, Calhoun City at 41, Oxford at 36. So the further west and northwest you go, the colder it is this morning. As we go through the rest of the day, lots of sunshine. Dry weather continues. Futurecast wants to bring some clouds in. We might see one or two, but more sunshine than cloud cover as we go through the day. Temperature is going to be climbing into the mid-60s in the afternoon, but some changes to our weather on the way later this week. We'll have more on that in a few more minutes. Renee?
All right, Alex, what a beautiful sunrise you showed us there. Thanks a lot for that update. Speaking of our forecast, a line of heavy thunderstorms rolled through parts of the viewing area last night. The worst hit area seems to be Montgomery County. We've received word of hail, roof damage, and trees down. An 18-wheeler also left the road, possibly due to the wind, and ended up in a ravine off of Highway 82 near Highway 51. Some of those storms also made it into our area.
In other news this morning, a partnership between Northeast Mississippi Community College and the Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Mississippi Foundation is helping create healthier lifestyles for the college and surrounding communities. NEMCC's Community Health and Nutrition Center was dedicated Monday morning. The center was developed with grant funding from the Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Mississippi Foundation. Well, that center offers cooking and fitness classes. The public will also be able to take part in those classes along with NEMCC students, faculty, and staff.
Our main objective is to create an environment within the community whereas they would understand what healthy living is all about, how to eat healthy, how important it is to exercise, and how this will increase their longevity in life.
Our goal is to teach Mississippians healthy lessons on how to lead healthy lifestyles through small steps that can be taken through healthy eating and exercise.
The first phase of the foundation's grant funded an overhaul of the Burgess Activity Center, providing state-of-the-art equipment for that facility.
Well, the Golden Triangle Regional Airport is offering Transportation Security Administration pre-check enrollment all week. The enrollment allows travelers to pass through security check-ins at more than 180 different airports. It means passengers won't have to remove their shoes, laptops, and other items when going through security. It costs $85 and lasts for 5 years. GTR Executive Director Mike Hainsey says the pre-check enrollment is a great convenience for passengers.
I had pre-check, and when it was at a major airport in the West, and I went through and there were 3 people ahead of me. 45 minutes later, the person I was working with showed up at the gate. So it's at a lot of the airports, the pre-check lines are shorter, plus they go faster because you don't have to take your coat off, your shoes off, and empty all your pockets.
The 10-minute application must be done at the GTR airport, and appointments are highly recommended. A birth certificate, driver's license, and passport are needed for enrollment. A background check will also be done, and once cleared, an applicant will be enrolled within 30 days.
That might be handy for those traveling
a
whole lot.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think.
Just walk right past. Here's my little enrollment badge. Boop.
Yeah, I bet make myself feel a little bougie. That's what I would think.
OMG.
All right. Well, one Texas city is trading public buses for ride sharing. Arlington is replacing buses with a new partnership with the ride sharing company called Via.
Ooh, nice. Well, vans pick up passengers on demand for a $3 ride. Sign me up.
Another good idea right here. I'm telling you.
saying.
Bougie.
That is cheap. Chris Van Cleve looks at cost-saving innovations.
Arlington, Texas wants to know if this could be the answer to mass transit in the Uber age. The city partnered with app-based ride-sharing service Via to operate 10 vans to shuttle residents, replacing the city's 4-year-old commuter bus service.
The commuter bus didn't apply to me at all because it didn't take me where I needed to go.
Since January, Bill O'Toole's left his car at home and commuted with Via, summoning the van from his phone for a flat fee of $3 a ride or a weekly pass for $10. The fees are partially subsidized by the city.
Stress at work has been alleviated, and it's probably just the fact that I'm not starting stressed.
You really hate driving.
I really hate driving.
Getting around Arlington without a car is not easy. It's a sprawling community of 99 square miles and sits 12 miles from Fort Worth and 20 from Dallas. But Arlington residents have repeatedly voted against spending money to build a mass transit system. When the bus line was scrapped, ridership had fallen to as little as 100 people a day on its single route through downtown. Do you see buses and rail as passé, as outdated technology?
Absolutely. I think that with the new technology that's coming on, you're going to see very little light rail built because this is so much cheaper.
Arlington Mayor Jeff Williams.
It's a pilot program. You know, if it didn't work, well, we can go on to something else, and it's a fraction of spending $50 million a mile for light rail.
Alex Lavoie from Via.
We're going to pick you up within a block or two of where you want to get picked up. We're not going to pick you up at a few fixed pickup locations within the cities.
Arlington residents are taking to the virtual buses. In its first month, Via provided more than 5,000 rides at a 97% customer approval rating.
Thank you so much.
Chris Van Cleve, CBS News, Arlington, Texas.
Arlington is planning on expanding the program this summer, and if it's successful, they could go citywide in the next couple of years.
Okay, I take my comment back. It's not bougie, Renee. Coming up, a new report shows the elderly aren't the most vulnerable when it comes to con artists. Find out which generation needs to be watching their wallet right after the break. Welcome back, everyone. 15 minutes past the hour. Older people are often warned that they could be the targets of con artists, but a surprising new report from the Federal Trade Commission says that younger folks, especially those in their 20s, are even more vulnerable. Here's Anna Werner.
It hurts a lot. I mean,
It's one of the bigger life lessons I've had to learn.
29-year-old David Sigmund of Los Angeles says he never thought he would fall victim to a scam.
I felt violated. I really was besides myself, and again, I was most upset that I let myself down.
Sigmund needed money, so he signed up to mystery shop local businesses and review their customer service, paying him a small fee for the first couple of jobs. Then in January, he got a bigger assignment: evaluate money transfer businesses by cashing a $2,900 check the company sent him, then wiring the money back to them.
And then shortly after, about a couple hours after taking all that money out from the bank and sending it away, I got a call from Wells Fargo saying that it's fraudulent and that I'm on the hook for the entire amount that's been taken out.
Fake check fraud can hit anyone, but a new scam risk report from the Better Business Bureau shows it's one of the most frequent tricks played on millennials, those aged 25 to 34. On top of that, the Federal Trade Commission found twice as many millennials who reported fraud in 2017 lost money as did people over 60. Monica Vaca is with the FTC's Bureau of Consumer Protection.
Some of these older folks are doing a really good job recognizing fraud when they come upon it. They're doing a really good job avoiding a loss, and they want to warn people about it.
And while older people were more likely to become victims of phone scams, the BBB reports younger people, as might be expected, were more likely to fall for online scams on social media or the internet.
I like to think I'm fairly well educated, and I was completely blindsided.
Always got to watch out for scams. Well, coming up after the break, round two, how northeastern communities are preparing for another powerful storm. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, everyone. Weather is a big discussion for folks in the northeast area of our country. A powerful storm is poised to pound northeastern communities, still reeling from the nor'easter that rolled through just a few days ago. That first storm is being blamed for at least 9 deaths. As of last night, there were still 350,000 homes and businesses without power. Hannah Doba has more from New York, which could bear the brunt of the incoming weather.
The coastal town of Duxbury, Massachusetts is racing to fix this seawall, decimated by last week's nor'easter. They have until tonight before another powerful storm rolls in and threatens homes.
If this gets back too close to the house, we're going to end up with the footings of the house actually being undermined.
Round 2 is headed in from the Midwest, where it already dumped loads of snow and ice. and looks poised to do much of the same all along the northeast corridor.
This is a colder storm than what we had last week. So as it moves up the coastline, big snow totals just northwest side of that I-95 corridor. Over a foot of snow looks likely. Some of those heavier totals could make their way into New York City as well as Hartford with this one.
As of last night, hundreds of thousands of homes were still without power.
I have no more wood for my stove. I have no heat. I have no I have nothing. Zero.
As crews rush to get the lights on before the next storm, officials say it's not going as quickly as they'd like because of all the damage.
The power that needs to be restored can only take place when it can be done safely and when trees and other debris are removed. So we have to make sure that workers can access those areas.
Crews from Midwestern and Southern states have been called in to help get homes and businesses back up and running as quickly as possible.
Now, many meteorologists are saying the incoming storm is moving fast and isn't packing winds as high as the first one, which should mean less coastal flooding. The increased snow with this one, though, could cause even more downed trees and create worse travel conditions. And for more on the nor'easter and other severe weather issues affecting the Northeast, plus our forecast, here's meteorologist Alex Puckett.
That's right, Renee, and we'll start off with the nor'easter. Again, low pressure off the coast of New England, sort of that classic nor'easter setup. Now, as you mentioned, winds not going to be quite as strong with this one as the last one, but snow may be heavier, especially along and north of the I-95 corridor. Latest forecast, we could see some spots around a foot, maybe, and again, typically we see some higher totals, some surprises, especially in this darker blue region here, extending from New York and New Jersey all the way back up towards Bangor, Maine. So something that we'll be watching as we go through the next couple of days. No blizzard in our Alpha Insurance Skycam in Tupelo, though. Really nice weather for most of us to kick things off this morning. A little bit chilly when you go further to the north and west, though. Temperatures down to 37 in Oxford, 41 in Calhoun City. But you go further to the south and east, we see some spots still in the 50s. As we go through the rest of the day, lots of sunshine. Futurecast wants to bring some clouds in as we head into the afternoon. I really think that we're going to stay mostly sunny as we go through the day today. Not going to rule out a few clouds, but lots of sunshine and pleasant with temperatures climbing into the 60s as we go through the day. Most spots topping out between maybe about 64 and 68 degrees as we head into the afternoon. We stay dry all the way through the work week. A little bit cooler Wednesday and Thursday, but Friday this high pressure system pushes off to our east and really to our south and east. And so you notice the arrows around the high pressure moving clockwise. And what that means is we get southerly flow as we head into Friday. That's going to bring some warmer air in place and a little bit more moisture in place out ahead of our next system that pushes through this weekend. So a little bit cooler Wednesday and Thursday. High temperatures down into the 50s. Low temperatures Wednesday and Thursday night down to around freezing. We do warm up on Friday. We bring more rain into the forecast, unfortunately, as we head into this weekend. Finally drying out as we get to the start of the work week next week. Guys?
Why is it the weekends always have to be rainy?
I know, right? Yeah, we will deal with it. A lot of good information there from Alex. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. Time now 7:23. Yeah, 7:23. Left lane drivers might want to hear this. Rules of the road in the state could soon be changing.
Beep, beep. Move over. I think you're in, according to this, you are in the what? Right lane?
I'm in the right lane. You in the left lane.
I'm in the left lane.
You're in the left lane.
Uh-oh. Well, the idea, keep the left lane open for emergency and passing vehicles. Courtney Ann Jackson explains.
You may get a look of disapproval from other drivers, but that's all you'll get right now if you take your time in the left lane.
It's a new fine for a new violation. Currently, it's not against the law to drive slow in the left lane.
This is a change lawmakers have considered several years now. It passed the House last legislative session, but later died in a committee. House Bill 80 makes it so that folks can't hold up traffic in the left lane. If they do, they'll get fined. Frustrated drivers say bring it on.
Get in your lane. You have a whole lane designated for you. Just get in your lane.
The bill lists the reasons when left lane driving would be allowed. They're for passing, exiting, or if the right lane is in disrepair or under construction. Drivers say they think it would make the highway safer.
See them riding in the lane, slow poking on the phone, texting, just driving slow, wrong lane. It's trouble getting over when you behind the person and they riding slow. You have to get over, jump over, keep from having accidents.
So what about this fine? The bill sets it between $5 and $50. I asked drivers if they think it's enough to deter the left lane slowpokes.
Yeah, because it adds up. So yeah, I think it's enough. If you get it too many times, it adds up. So that's enough for me.
Both the House and Senate have now passed the bill. Governor Bryant's office tells us he does plan to sign it into law. It would take effect July 1.
So, actually, to correct that intro, I think you would
I was
be
in the left lane because of the mirrored image
is
of what people
true.
see on TV, I guess.
Are
But
you a
that's okay.
left lane driver in
And
real life?
I have to admit,
Oh.
sometimes I am a left lane driver.
Oh, okay.
But I feel like I'm a fast left lane driver. Alex is
So-
over there saying, honestly, I feel like in Columbus, actually anywhere I've drove, everyone drives kind of slow. Just a little too slow for my liking. Now, I also, Oklahoma and North Texas, Texans drive
Ooh,
fast.
oh my
I lived there
goodness.
for a time, so maybe I'm just used to that driving. But
I think that's it.
My foot's on the gas and
Texans, y'all
we
are.
flying.
Oh
We
my
flying.
goodness. And we're going to fly on to a commercial break. We've got more latest entertainment headlines coming up next, I believe. We'll be right back.
All right, Mary Poppins fans, listen up. It's time to start practicing your supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. You want to finish it?
I'll finish it if you can spell supercalifragilistic.
I cannot do that. Also, a popular game show host jumps into primetime drama.
Ooh, interesting. Chris Martinez has those stories and more in today's Ion Entertainment.
Hey everybody, I just got the new list of deployed sailors and Marines from the Navy.
A former Marine reservist himself, Drew Carey, joins the cast of NCIS for tonight's episode. Carey plays retired Marine Sergeant John Ross, who takes pride in sending care packages to active duty Marines. Ross becomes a suspect in an NCIS investigation when a cyanide-laced cookie from a care package kills a sailor. Claire Underwood is behind the desk in the Oval Office in the trailer for the 6th and final season of House of Cards.
We're just getting started.
Series co-star Robin Wright will be at the helm when the show returns to Netflix this fall without Kevin Spacey. Spacey was removed from the cast after sexual misconduct allegations. And it looks like the wind is in the east over London, signaling the long-awaited return of Mary Poppins. Oscar watchers got the first glimpse of the new movie, which doesn't hit theaters until Christmas.
It is wonderful to see you.
Mary Poppins Returns stars Emily Blunt as the nanny who is practically perfect in every way. That's your eye on entertainment. Chris Martinez, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious.
There we go. That's the finishing.
If you say it loud enough.
If I scream loud enough, will you stop? I need more coffee.
I'm done.
We're going to take a break, but right now, here is Tom Ebel with the Look at Sports.
The 2018 Gillum and Howell Trophy presentations Monday was a day that belonged to the Dogs. Victoria Vivians and Quindary Weatherspoon are named the best men's and women's basketball players in the state of Mississippi. Vivians takes home her 4th consecutive Gillum Trophy, named the winner over teammates Tiara McCowan and Blair Schaefer. And Q finally takes home the Howell after being named the finalist for the past 2 years. He was awarded amongst his brother Nick Weatherspoon and Southern Miss's Cortez Edwards.
Coming out of high school, I would just shoot whenever I want, but I wasn't a big fan of getting in the gym. And I feel like this past summer I got in the gym, and now I'm taking more quality shots and just being more precise with the ball.
Whether it be in high school, where I've seen her get 67 points with 3 people hanging on her, or now in college, where she gets everybody's best defensive game plan and their best defender. She's just a very aware and a very mature basketball player.
Just knowing how we used to play in the backyard, and now we're playing on a collegiate level together. So, I mean, it's exciting, and I love playing with them.
It's pretty special that, you know, they're playing their college career together after spending a couple of years in high school together. And, you know, the relationship they have with them, with each other, is obviously special, as well as with their teammates.
One more win and you're in. The Final Four tipping off in Jackson Monday. Teams looking for a spot in a title game. Louisville facing Byhalia in the 4A semifinals. Early on for the Lady Cats, down, but Ariana Hunter finds Cameron Rogers for the wing triple. Lady Cats would take the lead on that basket. Later on, Hunter's going to find Tamia Dora. Nice shape-up jumper there. She'll take the mid-range too. And still in the first, Umanique finds Tamia Dora down the court. Easy transition 2. And fourth quarter, Louisville down here, but trying to claw their way back. Ariana Hunter to Mania Taylor inside. She misses, but battling inside. Corrals her own miss, gets the layup to go. And later on off the fast break, Jalen Ingram going to find Rogers in transition for 2. But Louisville falls to Byhalia 47-40. Over to 4A boys, New Hope facing Corinth in the boys 4A semifinal. Early on for New Hope, R.L. Maddox inside to Andrew Junkin. Grown man take inside for the big fella. Trojans with the early lead, but Corinth answers. Tata Strickland to Dontavius Sheffield at the free throw stripe for 2. And then second quarter, Corinth down, but Sheffield finds Strickland. Fade away, step back jumper. That's pretty basketball there. Makes it a 3-point New Hope lead, but back comes the Trojans. Tyler Stevenson drives, spins, gets the beautiful floater to go. Stevenson would drop 30 in this one. Fourth quarter we go, New Hope down. Kyrie Fields to Stevenson inside. He'd have the first 14 fourth quarter points for New Hope, trying to get them back into this one, but it'd be way too much Corinth. Off the steal, give and go, John Darius Warren to Tata Strickland for the two-hand flush. The capitalization jam for Corinth. The Warriors get the win over New Hope. They're heading to the 4A state championship game, 63-46. That game will be played Thursday at 8 p.m. Staying in the big house, defending 1A state champs, Pine Grove Lady Panthers facing East Marion, putting on a clinic. Taylor Fletcher, mid-range J, ties the ball game early. Later on, Fletcher to Lauren Elliott. Sharing the sugar to Jesse Mooney inside for 2. Beautiful basketball from Pine Grove. Still in the first, Lexi Elliott skip pass to Haley Vick in the wing for triple. She'll take all 3 of those. Fourth quarter we go, Pine Grove cruising at this point. Elliott to Carly Rogers inside. Nice finish even with the contest. 17-point lead. Pine Grove not looking back. Haley Vick drives, finds Mooney inside for another 2-point bucket. Pine Grove advances to their second straight 1A state title with a 62-35 win. Okolona boys looking to punch their ticket into a state championship, taking on Wheeler. Early on for Okolona, up 8-0, becomes 10-0. Cam Smith, tomahawk jam. That's the way you start a game. Okolona on a 10-0 run to start. Later off the fast break, Jacorius Stanfield. He's going to miss the layup, but don't worry, the big fella, Ladarius Spears for the two-hand jam. Okolona would start on a 22-0 run, but here comes Wheeler. Jalen Bean, nice take inside with the floater for 2. And later on, Wheeler trying to dig their way back. Cole Swinney to Luke McBrayer inside for the nice finish, even with the hand in his face. The third quarter, Okolona up, capitalizing on that. Ladarius Spears, big man inside, is tough to contend with. Wheeler answering, Bean to Alex Wilson with the wing triple, but it'd just be way too much Okolona in this one. Jamal Moore to Ja'Cory Stanfield in transition for the easy 2. Okolona rolls over Wheeler, 88-54. Let's find out who the Chieftains will be playing for the 1A state title. Holka versus Ashland. Ashland looking to make it 3 straight trips to the championship game, but early on for Holka, Smoody Turner to Deshaun Berry. Nice short corner mid-range J gives the Cats the early lead. Ashland's turn to Marcus Everett. He's picked off by Darius Hobson. The big fella, showtime. 2-hand flush with authority. But later on for Ashland, getting things going, Everett finds Taryn Terry inside. Nice floater for 2 off the window. And still in the first, clawing their way back, Eric Bell forces the steal. Nice rip. He's going coast to coast for 2 for the easy bucket. Fourth quarter we go, then it gets good. Ashland up 3. Eric Bell drives inside. Grove man take for 2, extends Ashland's lead to 5. Well, Holka comes right back. Elijah Buchanan to Smoody Turner in the corner. Fake up. Well, that's a floater if I've ever seen one from the corner. But it'll be Ashland's day as they hold on to win 58-55 over Holka. The final game for legendary Holka head coach Jimmy McDonald. Ashland versus Okolona coming up on Thursday at 3 p.m. Here's what we have going on today down in Jackson. 2A and 5A girls. Ingomar kicks off the day, taking on Coahoma County at 9 o'clock. 10:30, New Site versus Leland. A chance at a all WCBI viewing area 2A state championship with Ingomar and New Site girls in action. And then defending champs from 5A, Lafayette taking on Hattiesburg, looking to punch a ticket yet again to a state championship. That game at 4 p.m. As you can see, all girls today. It's a day for the girls, it should say, on today, what am I talking about? Today, all girls teams as no boys teams from our area were able to make the 2A and 5A state semifinals. Also, go to our website, WCBI.com, to take a look at the state championship broadcast schedule. Those games will be played on My Mississippi starting on Thursday through Saturday. We already have a couple guys, a couple area teams in the state championship. Make sure you go to our website to find out where you can watch them coming up Thursday through Saturday. That's it for sports. Have a fantastic rest of your morning. Sunrise continues after the break.
Welcome back, everyone. It is 7:39. Reba McEntire's former home in Lebanon. Did I say that right? Lebanon?
I think so.
Tennessee? Okay.
I didn't know she had a home
Alex
there.
is nodding. Me too. Well, her home has been transformed into an event space, allowing people to host events where one of country music's biggest stars lived for more than a decade. You want to sing so bad.
I do. I'm holding
Go
it
ahead.
in. I'm holding it
Let
in.
loose.
I can't think of a song now. Jessica Knudsen has more.
When you arrive at the estate at Cherokee Dock, you can tell that this was home to royalty, country music royalty. This was Reba's house, and now it's a special event space that can host weddings, corporate retreats, and when you step inside, you find great open space, perfect for hosting a party.
It's really perfect for entertaining. We leave it completely open so that when guests and clients come in, they can really suit it to their tastes.
The main floor brings great views, but the treat for country music fans is upstairs. Each room has its own theme for a country music legend like Dolly Parton.
It's bright, it's colorful, everything that you think that, Dolly would do in her own home.
7 rooms total, 7 stars honored.
They kind of looked at those who, had a big part to play in country music history and picked some very deserving people.
Loretta Lynn, Patsy Cline, Johnny Cash, Garth Brooks, Willie Nelson.
Everybody knows Willie Nelson. He's iconic for his look and his whole persona, and so this room really speaks to that.
And of course, Reba takes the master suite, including the 3-story tall closet.
Any country music icon needs her closet space.
The rooms provide the opportunity for overnight bookings, whether it be for retreats or weddings.
For people that want to book a wedding here, it's great that they can kind of get outside of town without getting too far out of town and then have everybody in the same location.
Outside, there are plenty of entertainment opportunities right on the river with a pool and a tennis court. But downstairs in the home, you even have your own theater to enjoy.
If you rent this property out for, again, a wedding, corporate retreat, family reunion, everybody can stay on the same grounds, have different options for entertainment, and just really be close to each other and bond, which we don't do enough now.
And you get to do it while living like Reba herself did for so many years. In Wilson County, Jesse Knutson, News Channel 5.
And I think I know where my wedding's going to be now. All right. In other news, imagine this. You win an Oscar, then it's stolen. Well, that's what happened to Frances McDormand, who won Best Actress. Well, the man who took it, though, he wasn't so smart. Police in Los Angeles say 47-year-old Terry Bryant posted a video of himself in a tuxedo at the Oscars holding the award and telling other guests that he was the winner. The Oscar was quickly returned to McDormand, and after a brief time apart, Frances and her Oscar were happily reunited. They celebrated the reunion with a double cheeseburger from In-N-Out. McDormand, I can't even get through the rest of the script. I can't get through it. Okay, she won her Oscar for her role as an angry, grieving mother in the 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri. Bryant, he is facing charges of grand theft.
About the world's most dumbest criminal. He has the award, taking pictures with it, kissing it.
And their names are engraved on it.
I'm saying.
Also, they in the story, we did some tweaking to it, but in the story, police don't know why he was there at the awards, but he had a ticket to the awards. But it's the reason or who he was with is unknown.
Okay, maybe we need stricter security at the Oscars. Golly. Well, glad she got her award back. Yeah.
You win. Hold on tight to that sucker.
I am saying. Good grief. All right. Time now to send things over to meteorologist Alex Puckett. What a weird story, right, Alex?
47-year-old man saying he won the Oscar for Best Actress? And then she gets it back, and she's like, you know what, let's get a double cheeseburger. Honestly, that's probably what I would have done. Anyway, sunny skies this morning. Lots of sunshine on our Alpha Insurance Sky Cam here atop WCBI. Rain long gone. We are dry this morning to kick things off. Temperatures in the 40s and 50s. We'll see those numbers climb as we go through the rest of the day into the 60s before all is said and done, thanks to a good bit of sunshine. Futurecast wants to move a few clouds in this afternoon. We might see a few clouds here and there, but more sunshine as we go through the day. Mid-60s for most of us this afternoon. Really a nice day in store for us. We will notice some breezes as we go through the day as well, with winds out of the northwest at 7 to 15 miles an hour. But we are going to see these temperatures drop as we head into the middle of the week. I'm going to have more on that coming up in a few more minutes. The CW4 at 7 continues after this.
Welcome back. It is 7:46. Ford announces a temporary layoff for hourly workers.
And Walmart is cooking up new plans for its meal kit business. John Schumo has this morning's CBS Money Watch report.
Ford Motor Company says it will temporarily lay off about 2,000 hourly workers from 2 Michigan plants. The layoffs start in May and end in October, giving Ford the chance to retool the plants to make Ford Ranger pickup trucks and Bronco SUVs. Employees who've been with the company for at least a year will receive 75% of their take-home pay during the layoff. On Wall Street, the Dow ended up 336 points. The Nasdaq was up 72. Walmart says it's expanding its meal kit business from 250 stores to more than 2,000. The move puts Walmart in direct competition with meal kit companies like Blue Apron and HelloFresh. Each Walmart easy-to-make dinner feeds 2 people and costs between $8 to $15. And you can add Minneapolis-St. Paul to the list of cities where Target is refurbishing stores. 28 Twin City stores will get a top-to-bottom makeover to the tune of some $250 million. It's part of a $1 billion effort to fix up 325 stores around the U.S. to better compete with Amazon and Walmart. That is your CBS Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. In New York, I'm John Schumer.
All right, more consumer headlines coming your way. Lyft is doubling down on helping patients get rides to the doctor. Monday, the transportation company announced that it has set a goal to cut the so-called healthcare transportation gap in half by 2020. Lyft announced a new partnership with Allscripts, the large electronic health record company, reaches an estimate 7 million patients. Now doctors and hospitals who use Allscripts can request a Lyft Concierge. That's a special digital platform Lyft launched in 2016. With it, businesses can schedule rides for individuals. The platform pushes a text alert to passengers about the scheduled ride, and the business provider typically covers the cost. Lyft said it counts thousands of healthcare companies among its partners, including Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Well, Amazon apparently wants to also be your bank. According to the Wall Street Journal, the company is said to be in talks with JP Morgan, Capital One, and other financial service firms. The idea is to provide checking accounts for customers, but Amazon branded checking would let customers seamlessly pay for everything they already get from the site. Amazon has already ventured into other business areas, including shipping and medical care.
Well, still to come on the CW4 at 7, a Mississippi legislator is stepping down. The reason behind his decision when we come back.
Welcome back, everyone. Ending weeks of speculation, Pontotoc native Senator Thad Cochran announces he'll resign from the U.S. Senate on the 1st of April. Cochran cites his health as an ongoing challenge. In a statement released yesterday, Cochran said he intends to complete the appropriations cycle before retiring. Cochran is the chairman of the Senate Committee on Appropriations. Cochran was the first Republican in more than 100 years to win a statewide election contest in the state. Senator Cochran has represented Mississippi in the Senate since 1978 and is the 10th longest serving senator in U.S. history.
A West Point woman has been chosen to lead a statewide nonprofit organization. Martha Allen will be the new executive director for Extra Table. The Hattiesburg-based organization provides healthy food in bulk to food pantries and soup kitchens below wholesale cost. Extra Table serves 32 counties. Allen would like to expand its reach into every county in the state. She said she has worked with the Growth Alliance in West Point and most recently with the Pines and Katy Hill Recovery Center in Columbus.
Leaders in Columbus and Lowndes County, as well as concerned residents, came out Monday night to take part in, it was Monday night, to discuss ways to improve the community. Well, during the forum, everyone was paired off in 6 different groups to talk about issues they believe are plaguing the community. Crime, lack of recreational facilities, and improved education were some of the residents' biggest concerns. Well, now organizers say their goal is to work on resolving the issues to help get the community moving in the right direction.
To me, one of the most important things about just coming together and having a conversation is just that. It's the conversation. We're having a dialogue, and we're being real with each other. We're being open with each other, and we're just we're talking about those things that are passionate to us. And one of the things that I've said numerous times is it's just as important to hear the tone of what people are saying as it is to hear the words that people are saying.
Well, this was the first public meeting held by the Lowndes Community Foundation. Members say they plan on having another one in the future. Time now to get an update in our forecast. Let's toss things over to meteorologist Alex Puckett. Hey, Alex.
Hey there, Scott. Lots of sunshine this morning across the area, and in fact, hard to see there, but the moon still out on our Tupelo sky cam. So clear skies, no real issues this morning. We're starting to dry out across the area, so some good news there. Again, radar is quiet. All the rain is pushed off to our south and east into central and southern Alabama. Temperatures staying in the 40s and 50s this morning. And we will see those numbers climb as we go through the rest of the day, as we'll have clear skies. We might see a cloud or two move in as we head into the afternoon, but we're mostly going to stay sunny. Futurecast probably overdoing our cloud cover just a little bit there. Temperatures going to be climbing into the mid-60s for most of us this afternoon. We'll go with a temperature range today from about 64 to maybe 67, 68 degrees. So all in all, a really nice and comfortable day in store for us today. That changes across the central and the southeastern United States. Tomorrow, some cold air pushes in from the north and west. We could see temperatures down around 10 degrees below average for this time of year across our area. It could be about 10 degrees below average in Memphis. Our weather stays cool on Wednesday and Thursday. We start to warm up on Friday. This high pressure pushes off to our south and east. And again, you see the movement around high pressure is clockwise, and that means in our neck of the woods, we're going to be getting winds out of the south and southeast. That brings in some more warm, moist air out ahead of our next weather maker. So here's how the next 7 days are going to work out. Again, you notice Wednesday and Thursday, temperatures take a little bit of a dip down into the 50s for highs, right around freezing for lows both Wednesday and Thursday nights. We'll see a little bit of a warm up on Friday, and then rain returns to the forecast as we head into the weekend. Don't go anywhere. We got more in the CW4 at 7 after this. Last look at your 7-day forecast. Really nice weather in store for us today. A little bit cooler Wednesday and Thursday. Nice again Friday as we warm back up into the 60s. It just seems like Mother Nature knows when the weekend's coming around and wants to rain on our parades. More rain in the forecast Saturday into Sunday, and we dry back out and start the work week next week.
I know. I agree with you. She knows when the weekend is.
She sure
knows
does.
my plans.
She sure does.
She's just looking to irritate some people, I guess.
I guess.
You know,
Man.
don't shoot the messenger, but yeah, it looks like another rainy weekend in store.
Gotta find some indoor activities. Maybe we should play dodgeball.
Last weekend was nice, though.
It was nice. Very nice.
We finally got a dry weekend, and I'm like, ooh, let's start a trend. Nope, more rain this weekend.
Literally, this weekend I went out to the Delta and toured the blues and things, and it was a perfect weekend. Perfect.
Good thing you got out then.
Yep.
And where are you gonna get out now? Bye.